is Sophie's Planner, and this is Sophie's Around Town. And we are here today to talk about a community buzz that's been going on. I've heard a lot of talk about the Aquatic Center and some rumors that it's great and some rumors that it's not. So today we're here to find out both sides of the story. And this is my guest, Greg Taylor. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, yeah, I'm Greg Taylor, and I am basically the chairman of the committee that has been instrumental in trying to get the Aquatic Center and the field complex to where it is now as a proposal that we can vote on in November. Our group is the Citizens for Aquatics and Recreation, and we've been the one that over the last 6 years has tried to make this happen.
6 years, wow. So what do you think the benefit is of having a pool in our area?
So, I mean, there are a lot of benefits. The genesis of this, the reason we started this in the first place, was that we recognized that our current pool at the middle school is just really inadequate, even for the swim teams that we have there. We have a small 6-lane, very narrow pool. The walls are starting to crumble. The restroom facilities are starting to fall apart. And that was kind of what started us on this idea that we need to do something different.
So what's being proposed, and I mean, I think the big question is how much is it going to cost?
Sure, yeah, and what's being proposed, maybe I can show you just on the schematics behind us, but basically it's mainly a 3-pool complex, which includes a 35-meter competition pool that has a 10-lane, 25-yard competition section and a bulkhead in the middle that separates 4 more warm-up and warm-down lanes, and that allows for swim meets to have high-level competition meets here, but also allows for multiple programming on every other day. You can have, a swim team going at one time and an adult league going at another time in the other section of the pool.
My question is there a water slide?
There is.
That's the most important thing.
And everybody has their most important thing they want, like you for sure. But that's the second pool. The leisure pool is similar to the pool at the Camas Aquatics facility, and it's really similar. It has a little bit bigger lazy river, which we wanted to incorporate for people who want to exercise in the current. And then 2 slides. And so we've got it designed right now.
Slides. So there's plans beyond just the pools, correct?
Right. So the pool is one part of it, and the second part is kind of the whole development. And what we're proposing is a 33-acre development on the old county fairgrounds. The county already owns this land, and they've made it available for this if it passes. The pool is in the center of it, but what's also proposed is revamping the 3 fields that are there next to Beaver Valley Elementary and turning that into a new quad facility. In addition, adding a second quad, baseball quad, 3 competition soccer fields, and just some other amenities, walking track around the outside of it.
So I've heard from others, and I don't have any personal experience with this, but other communities have tried this, and either it's failed and they had to close the doors, or it costs so much to maintain that it wasn't worth the construction. Have you heard the same thing, and what is your response to that?
So I'm only aware of one facility that has had difficulty, and that was in Tooele. And that facility is really completely different than we were proposing. I mean, it was a huge complex. It had the 50-meter outdoor pool, which is hard to maintain and heat. It had golf course. It had a convention center. They were trying to draw a huge amount of people to that community, and that isn't really our goal. Most of the other communities that have had pools built recently, if you look at Orem, or if you look at Pinedale, Wyoming, or Vernal, or I could list a number of them, are thrilled with including Camas, are thrilled with their aquatics facilities, and they are well used and well maintained.
Great. So, I mean, the project sounds amazing. Who gets to use this pool, and how much is it going to cost them?
So like I talked about, hopefully the way we have it structured, and with the 3 pools, it'll allow everybody in the community to use it. My goal is to get a lot of my patients in my practice who currently have orthopedic problems that don't allow them to exercise and walk, to get in there using that lazy river. It allows us to do swim lessons for kids who need those, swim teams and swim programs for all ages, kayaking classes, water aerobics. I mean, my hope is that everybody in the community, either them or their children or grandchildren, will benefit and use this facility. And according to some of the polling we've done, that's exactly what it seems will happen.
What do you think it'll cost to use this?
So we're still working that out with Parks and Rec. We'll make the final decision on that, but it's going to be very similar to Camas. I think they charge $5 for non-residents, and it's less for residents for a single use, and then they're going to have a monthly and a yearly pass and a combined pass for the rec center and the pool.
Oh, nice.
And we're working to make sure that that's very affordable for everybody. I don't have the exact numbers yet. We have to let Parks and Rec kind of help decide that.
So Greg, this is a pretty big project. What is the cost impact going to be for our community?
It is a big project, and the cost is going to be, for the aquatic center itself, roughly $19 million. The rest of the fields complex is about $5 million, so the total bond is just over $24 million. And it sounds like a lot of money, and it is. It's going to be a quality project. When you break that down per household, right now it comes out to about $65 per household based on a median house price of $275,000. That's for the bond. The maintenance and operations adds about $15 per year. So the total with the bond and the maintenance and operations is about $80 per average household. And the maintenance and operations is important. We feel that based on really good data that we'll recoup at least half of that maintenance and operations budget, which is about $1 million, based on gate receipts. We have a pledge of $230,000 from the school district that they will contribute all of the current maintenance and operations for the current pool to the new pool if it passes, and they put that in writing. So we have about $370,000 shortfall that we then will assess as in the mill levy. We've assessed for $500,000, but it looks like based on our assessments we won't need that much. And that's what the $15 per year per average household, that's where that comes in, is that maintenance and operations mill levy. It's important to know that the cost of that has actually dropped. In the last year, as the population of the county has grown, that number has come down by 11%, the total cost, and will continue to decline per person as our valley grows.
Okay. And this is up for vote soon, is it not?
Yeah, so this will be on the November election, on the November ballot, and it'll be an up or down vote, yes or no. And we are certainly hoping that people will see the importance of this now and in the future for our community and vote yes for it.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time. That was very informative, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.